Right, what's going on, guys? We're going to talk about Marcus Rashford. This is one I need to try and get my words right for this one because it's a very complex topic. Rashford has just been the topic of discussion for so long, um, and there's always been this debate of is he good enough for Manchester United, and it is a complicated one. I'll try and describe it in the simplest way possible. So. Um, the thing with Marcus Rashford, a lot of my friends have just given up on him. They hate him, and that hate's a strong word, but they really hate him. They don't like him. They think he's a waste, and they're really against Marcus Rashford as a footballer. I'm slightly different. I'll tell you why I'm slightly different on the Rashford thing, because with Marcus Rashford, I have to be honest with you, I think he's a piece of shit. Like, honestly, I really do. I think he's an absolute disgrace. It's not just him. It's not only him. You know, you've got to blame Manchester United as well. They've got a part to play as well. It's not just Marcus Rashford, but I think he's got to take more of the blame because he is at risk of pissing away the unbelievable talent he has, because that's what he has. Marcus Rashford is supremely talented, and I don't think people give it the right justice to how talented he actually is, and he is at risk of pissing away his career, and no one's going to remember him. And that's why it's so frustrating for me, because I see such a talented player. I hate Man United. I can't stand Man United, but I'm trying to put my neutral hat on. England are crying out for someone on the left. Anthony Gordon is running away with that spot on the left. Grealish is kind of not in the picture. So we need some competition on the left. Marcus Rashford has all the tools to be that player, and he picks and chooses when he wants to turn up, and it's so frustrating. His purple patches, what he does is he plays really well for about 9 months, then he hides for another 9 months, then he has a purple patch, then he hides. But his purple patches, the level he gets to when he has these purple patches is world class. It's absolutely outstanding, and it frustrates me so much that he can't show that more often. Again, he's not the only party to blame. Man United as a club have been a mess since Ferguson left. It's been a very disjointed camp. They've had multiple managers and ownership, which is laughable. So it's not just Rashford, but he is 26 years of age, and he's got to take a little bit of responsibility, because I think he's so talented. He's got all the tools to being a good player. He's lightning quick. He can finish well. He can head the ball as well, by the way, and he doesn't do it enough, but he can head the ball. He's a dream for any team on the left wing if he had Bukayo Saka's attitude. If he had Bukayo Saka's attitude, or Conor Gallagher's someone with very limited ability in my opinion, but Conor Gallagher's attitude's amazing. If Rashford had his attitude, you'd be talking about one of the best left wingers in world football. So to answer your question, my question in short, Marcus Rashford is good enough for Manchester United. His talent is good enough for Manchester United. His potential is fantastic, but as a player, he has been a disgrace, and he needs to sort himself out. This isn't one of those situations where, you know, he's got some time. You know, Ten Hag with this new ownership is gonna ease him in. Marcus Rashford has to deliver this season. If he does not deliver this season, then he'll be sold, and his time at Man United will be done. It's now or never. For his boyhood club, who he loves to pieces, he has to deliver for them this season. And it's so frustrating, because I'm getting called a deluded idiot for still backing this guy, because I still back him. I still think there is one hell of a player there, and I'm looking like a bit of a mug now because he's absolutely pissing away his career. And it's so frustrating, because if I'm trying to be neutral on this, I know he can turn it around. I know he can. I don't want United to give up on him. But is there a possibility that he has to leave in order to save his career? Of course. He does not want to be another Jesse Lingard, someone who people constantly call a young player, but then when they get to around 27, 28, no one realises they're that old, because they've just got this bad reputation of being a waste of talent. But Lingard is not in the same league as Rashford in terms of ability. Like, Lingard hasn't got anything close to what Rashford has. Rashford needs to be very careful now, because it's now or never. He has to deliver, and I'm backing him to deliver next season. I'm backing him all the way. I want Marcus Rashford to have a good season. This country needs Marcus Rashford playing well. You know, he has it. He has the ability. He just doesn't want to show it almost. But he has it, and I'm backing him to turn it around. I think the pennies finally dropped with him, and I really, honestly back him to have a good season because if he it's still not too late for him. He's 26 years of age. He's still got time to correct his career, but only if he acts now. He cannot be as inconsistent as he's been. The talent is there. He is so talented, and I need him to do well to make me look a bit better because I've given him so many chances, and he's got to show it now. He has to, because the season last year he was so poor, so poor. But I've seen Marcus Rashford's purple patches, and I've seen his level he can get to, and that level is just unreal. But we need to see it more consistently. I'm probably rambling on, but yeah, we need Rashford to have a good season. England need Rashford to have a good season. United need Rashford to have a good season. And I fully back him. I think he's got all the ability in the world, but he just needs to make it more consistent. He has to kick on now. And I back Rashford to do it. Let's hope he does. Otherwise, I'm going to look like an absolute idiot.